Mm. Hallo mensen, ik ben er vandaag met de game Ace Combat 7. Nee, ik had gezegd nee, kom niet. Ik heb deze game een heel tijd geleden gespeeld.
It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue.
Jo. Ace Combat 7 Skies and Now.
Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
Oh, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing
Arjen
beats
heeft het
being
foto
at the
opnieuw gestuurd.
controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone.
Hallo
It wasn't much of
kijkers.
a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. So, I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have put in your best to see this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Mensen, na de story zijn we begonnen met de eerste missie. Ik heb die jullie nog even gegeven, dus tot zo.
Settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that?
There's smoke! We're under attack.
Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
What? How is that possible?
A tank farm to the north has been bombed. Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Rune, snel, welk vliegtuig? De F-16C of de MiG-21 BIS? De F-16C of de MiG-21 BIS? Oké, mensen, daar gaan we. Uw.
Radar site still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. Sitting ducks. What's happening?
Ik wil jullie even dempen tot zelfs.
Squadron, head to runway. Column squadron, take off.
Oké, ik noem trigger.
Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is page 2. Verify and read back. Page 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Oké, ik heb mijn controle verloren. Oké, kruisen is dus missile, bolletjes, raket.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Golem 4, understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Will go. Trigger, I'm your wingman. You fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though.
Kom op, als de altitude van die bommenwerper onder mij.
Enemy confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Laat maar, dan is het blijkbaar wel goed dat ze laag zetten.
Let's go introduce ourselves.
Armor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support.
MiG-21's, dus we zouden zomaar een zwaardere aanval kunnen krijgen die irritant gaat zijn. Oké, ik ga gelijk voor de bolwerper.
Mage 2 crashed.
Of ik vlieg er gewoon volledig op in, dat kan ook. Ik kreeg namelijk geen homing. Dat vond ik niet zo heel leuk dat ik geen homing
Mage
kreeg.
2, warm up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot. So I told him. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Those are the enemies.
They're way overhead.
Armor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Mage 2, missile away.
Evading missile. Vital 3 engaging. Hold on.
This is Mage 1, I'm spiked.
Eagle 2, bandit.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
This is Riker 1.
Heel squadron team mee. Fucking nice.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Voor hem.
Mage 2, Fox 3.
Destroy.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify. Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Enemies locked! Harbor facility carrier destroyed. Call that mission accomplished. We still got half our baggage. Emptying of our hangars and runways. Doing it clear.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Missile coming! Break! Break!
Don't let them destroy the harbor!
Oh.
Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire!
Bomber hit by a missile.
Column 4! Missile! Break hard! I'm spiked!
Mage 2 bandit confirmed down.
They confirm with their whole payload.
Alle tweede kijker, by the way.
Hesitating person, let's second.
Ik zal even komen.
Life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Mick achter mij. Ik kan niet langs waar. Of onder mij. Oh, deze zijn er veel. Vier bommenwerpers, 4 missiles.
Mage 2, locked.
Locked on.
Destroy.
Magnificent.
1 remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Geen attack in de rug door een Mick. Geen attack in de rug door een Mick. Target down.
To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes.
Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with all the drones? Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger your call sign is page 2. Verify and read back. Page 2, clear for...
Oké. Ik vond het heel erg mooi gedaan. Mooie takedowns.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft... We know... International...
Kom op.
You have our thanks.
Mensen, ik ben zo daar terug. Laat maar mijn zusje gaan rol.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. in case you were wondering. Yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking. Tragic.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on and stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Grays Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advanced element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Oké, mensen, jullie mogen zeker zijn dat ik bij elk verhaal mijn mic gewoon omhoog doe. Als er op dat moment vragen komen, dan beantwoord ik die zodra dat... Oh, sorry. Die rust, wauw. Nee, dan beantwoord ik die zodra dat ik klaar ben. Natuurlijk zodra dat filmpje klaar is.
But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Oké, daar gaan we dan. We hebben radar vehicles. En andere voertuigen moeten neerhalen. Waar is eerst?
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Oh shit. Moet omhoog. En nu kan ik omlaag duiken. Hallo kijker. Hallo Floor. En hallo tweede kijker.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Kan niet zo. Oké. Holy damn, dikke AA guns. Oh, deze. Opletten met de wolken, want dan kan er zich ijzer ontstaan en dan kan ons vliegtuig blokkeren en zo. Ik weet niet hoe dat werkt, maar daar moet ik wel nog opletten. APC, daar ben ik niet zo heel gerust in, moet ik zeggen. Kak, waar is die vehicle? Waar is die? Goddangen. Oké, 90 graden bocht. Ik ga meer 180 graden bocht. En nog langer draaien. Daar is hij, de TGT. In het echt mag dit niet, denk ik, even vliegen. Oké, hier ben ik minder blij om. Ze gaan als het goed is interceptors inroepen. Dus dat betekent dat MiG-21 is gekomen helpen. Holy damn. Ja, daar komen ze al. Ik word gelokt. Wow. Welke is het TGT? Ik denk dat het achter het TGT is. TGT down. Hallo derde kijker. Voor de mensen die niet weten wat voor vliegtuig ik vlieg in de F-16C. Close one. Kom op, waar zijn die mix ineens naartoe? Alles en iedereen is ineens weg. Oké, hier één TGT. Target down. Ik zag een helikopter, daar moet ik opletten. Die dingen hebben gewoon raketten. Streef maken. Hits down. En ik ben er een beetje gevlogen. Holy shit. Zo'n fouten maak je dus wel, mensen. Dit is niet een van de makkelijkste games. En helemaal niet als je duikende raketten moet gebruiken, aangezien dat je geen lok krijgt. No way. Moet ik ze allemaal eruit schakelen? Let's go. Dan doe ik het dan opnieuw.
But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damages to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Page 2, Fox 2.
Okay. Boom.
Target destroyed.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
Page 2's in the clouds.
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
En ik weet dat oorlog niet officieel begonnen is, Harry.
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Being attacked by enemy aircraft!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Hallo vierde kijker, holy shit. We gaan lekker met kijkers mensen. En gun. Het probleem is, ik moet heel erg goed opletten hoe dat ik vlieg, want ik zit maar op een hoogte van 600 meter denk ik. Wacht, 600 meter kan ik niet eens. Laat op 6 kilometer ook niet, want dat is veel te hoog. Nu we zitten niet al te hoog te vliegen, dus ik zou zomaar op de grond in kunnen klappen, dus daar moet ik echt goed voor opletten. Oké, een raket. God dang it. En omhoog.
Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Trigger, there's one more to go.
Ja man, het. Ik word opnieuw gelokt, blijkbaar. En hier gaan we dan, het vliegveld.
Radar vehicles destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Wee, brother. Woe, ik mag vliegtuig willen gaan. Oh shit, MiG-21 achter mij aan. Ik hoef naar de 4 AAM raketten, dan kan ik meerdere dingen tegelijk lokken en afvuren. Let's go, daar gaan we. Hit. Godverdomme, ik ben weer neer. Waarschijnlijk nergens op door een AI-gun. Ik moet opletten dat ik met raketten schieten. Niet heel die missie opnieuw, ik ben echt slecht.
Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damages to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing.
Gewoon niet opletten. Check. Oh, autopilot, dat is chill. Oké, let's go. Boom! DGT-1 down.
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun. Target has been destroyed. Way to go.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
Rocket naar APC. APC down.
We need interceptors now! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Containers.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. Push the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Caution! Hostile under radar lock! Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicles destroyed interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports attacking.
Missile launch.
Enemy aircraft away from the base.
Gas tanks down.
Missed.
Oké. Oeh. Die zijn we doorgevlogen. En dan gaan we omdraaien. En dan gaan we streef uitvoeren op vliegtuig dat aan het opstijgen is. Oftewel, het vliegtuig dat nu in de lucht zit. Dat vliegtuig hier, waar ik zojuist hard geraakt heb. En zo moeten we er meer als eentje uit gaan schakelen. Kom aan, waar zit jij? Daar. Goodbye. Mix schiet op mij. Gewoon mijn missile gun. Er is nog één TGT op de grond. Kom aan, proberen nummer 6 te geraken. Waar is er naartoe? Deze waar vliegen overal naartoe. Destroy.
5 targets remaining.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
We aim over clear ground. School 3, you have to bail out now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
H2, missile launch. 3 targets remaining.
Behind target and ready to attack.
H2, bandit on your 6. H2, you're targeted. By my stuff, this aircraft is heavy.
Onder mij ergens zit een Mac. Mac 21 zijn als goed is by the way Russische vliegtuigen voor de mensen die nog niet wisten.
My stuff. Missile, evade, evade. This one's mine. Attacking. Attack did not hit. Enemy missile detected. Evading.
Destroy the Mac. Oh shit.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. drones have great agility. All aircraft, you know what high G turns are, right? Use them.
Bandits are in the cloud.
HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit of warning.
Careful, the enemy has a lock.
Golem 2, the enemy's reading you.
Mage 1 launching missile. Missed. Missile coming! Break! Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go. Golem 2, Fox 2.
I'm
Destroyed.
buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Fox 2!
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt.
Feels like I'm riding a roller coaster up here.
Goodbye, little bitch.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
I'm glued to this one.
Come on.
Missile ready.
Where'd he go?
He's just playing a fucking game. What? So you think I'm stupid?
So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh? He's mine. He's not getting away.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
Hello?
No point arguing. That's how war is these
Wat dan?
days.
You shoot, someone gets killed.
Ja, wel even. Ik zal dat ook even komen
The
naar
guys in
de
charge
deze
take
missie
care of the
klaar is.
rest.
Current target is
Mensen, ik vond dat jullie er waren. Gewoon voor de rest niet veel te zeggen. Thanks voor even de 4 kijkers die niet kwamen. Voor de rest, ik wens jullie nog een fijne avond en